If you hate high maintenance plants, then stay away from bougainvilleas. This bougainvillea was here when we moved in, and it is gorgeous with its bright pink flowers, which I do love, but the issue is that it grows extremely fast and it has these nasty thorns on it, which are very sharp. If I were to trim this bougainvillea down and maybe I missed raking up a branch, and if I were to walk on it while wearing a flip-flop or a thin shoe, it would go through and it would hurt. I have even had them go through the thickest gloves and puncture my fingers, and every time it has happened, I got so much blood everywhere. There are some thornless bougainvilleas, but even without the thorns, it would still be a lot of work to upkeep. And because mine does have thorns, it's literally the thorn in my side. Normally, I wouldn't complain about rapid growth on any kind of plant because we want to see things grow and flourish. But the first year that we lived here, I didn't really think about taking care of it, and it ended up getting so heavy that it fell over, and there is actually a trellis that it has for support on here. It's hard to see, but it did rip the trellis out, and it took about 3 hours to trim it up a bunch and get it staked back up. So ever since, I have had to really be on it, and I ended up spending about 40 minutes to an hour every other week trimming this bougainvillea, and the cleanup is not fun. I do have this nice electric hedge trimmer, and it does a really great job. The only reason why I bought this was for this plant. I'm not joking, because I used to use loppers. Yes, loppers. And it took forever and killed my arms. But it was what I had, and I didn't want to buy more tools, but I ended up getting this hedge trimmer, and it was so worth it. Now, I have considered removing it and planting something else here, but with the thorns, I would have to really cut it down to the base. I would probably end up needing to hire someone to do it because it would just be too much work to do it myself. And if I'm going to spend the money on the garden, I want it to be for more plants or a better improvement. Even though it's a lot of work, I can live with this for a while, but it is a dream of mine to have this gone at some point. If you hate a plant in your yard, you don't need to keep it. And I hate this bougainvillea, but like I said, it won't be an easy task to get to a point where I can remove it myself. Now it is time to give this behemoth a nice trim. I have been working on this for a while, and the part that is really hard are the branches that are sticking out from the middle. Even on a ladder, it would be really hard to get them. I would still have to lean over the plant, and because of the thorns, I don't want to do that. So what I'm trying to do is come from the back and kind of track where it's stemming from and see if I can cut the whole branch at a lower level to get these middle parts out. It's been a little over an hour, and here we are. It's a little lopsided, and I wish I could have gotten some more on the top here to even it out, but my arms were tired and it started getting hot. But at least I think it's taken some weight off where it won't topple down, and it does look a little more kept. I had to end up using 3 tools. I have this pole trimmer, but the blade is small and it's not very powerful, and it can only handle thinner branches, but it did help me clear the top a bit. And then I used loppers for some sections that were lower to get some bigger branches out. And of course, my newer hedge trimmer. So here is all that I removed, and this is about how much I remove every other week, and it is a pain to clean up. So yeah, bougainvilleas, they are very pretty, but if you don't already have one, I would think twice about getting one, especially if you don't want to have to always be maintaining it.